Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
then you need Nelson.
Christopher Hulderson was arrested in early March and charged with a number of crimes, including home invasion, burglary, fraud with credit cards, and drug-related offenses. 2 additional charges, escape by a prisoner and battery by a prisoner, were added after he tried to escape while being treated at the hospital, ultimately injuring a deputy. Hulderson took a deal in May, pleading guilty to the felony escape and battery charges. Back in court for sentencing, his attorney, Nathan Gent, argued that while Hulderson has been convicted of numerous felonies, he is not a violent person.
In the instant case that we're talking about before us, he was on some narcotics and that he blacked out. He doesn't remember it. And where he was trying to flee the hospital, and one of the deputies accidentally got hurt in the process of him trying to flee the hospital. He apologizes profoundly for that. He says he doesn't remember that at all, that is not in his character, that he is not a violent person.
Hulderson addressed the court, saying he's remorseful for what happened, but takes full responsibility for his actions.
I want to start off by, apologizing to the officer. I take full responsibility. If you ever look in my past, I've never been violent. And I understand she was just trying to do her job to stop me, and I didn't even mean to do that, and I'm so remorseful for it. But I do got a drug problem. I got on heroin, Xanax, I blacked out. I don't remember nothing, but I do take full responsibility. I do got a drug problem I need help with. I've always been in prison. I've just never had that opportunity for drug court, probation.
District Attorney Chris Arabia told Judge Lane he believes Hulderson deserves the maximum possible sentence.
Your Honor, I know that you're a compassionate man, but I also know that you're capable of hammering someone when it's warranted, and if there's ever a time that it was warranted, this is the time. This guy got a huge break with the plea deal. The plea deal is a tough plea deal, but it's also a huge break for him. He brought 5 felonies and 5 terms of prison to the party as well. So I think for the good of society and for perhaps his own good, the best thing right now is for you to max him on both, run them consecutive, and send him away to prison.
Judge Lane says he agrees with arguments made by both sides.
In this case, you have a escape and battery by a prisoner on the police officers. They took you down to the hospital. They were giving you treatment for what you were going through. And like drug people do, you saw an open door over there and you said, "Oh, I'm going for it." You start running. The cops tackle you. You fall and you hurt the cop's wrist. That's different than if you were beating the cop or shooting at him or something else. I frequently make speeches to people that if you commit a serious crime like murder or sexual abuse or sexual assault of a child or something, you're probably going to get hammered, even if you have no criminal record. Alternatively, if the crime you did isn't that bad, but you can't stop committing crimes, every year you're committing crimes for 20 years and so forth, you're probably going to get hammered because we can't figure out how to get you to stop committing crimes, and you keep doing it.
On the charge of battery by a prisoner, Judge Lane sentenced Hulderson to 24 to 60 months in prison. The judge noted that taking into consideration credit for time already served, Hulderson could be released in as little as 5 months with good behavior. On the charge of escape by a prisoner, Judge Lane sentenced Hulderson to 4 to 10 years, but suspended the sentence and instead put Hulderson on probation.